Hello and welcome to National Focus. I am Julian Morris. In the headlines, the World Food Programme donates equipment to strengthen social protection services. Government hands over fishing boats to St. Joseph Fisherfolk, and Dominica launches Tourism Awareness Month 2026. The details of the headline stories and more when we return. Welcome back. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services has received a donation of computer equipment from the United Nations World Food Programme aimed at strengthening social protection services in Dominica. The donation includes desktop computers, tablets and a laptop to support the Social Welfare Information Management System, known as SWIMS, along with additional devices for village councils through the Information System Support Unit and the Office of Disaster Management. The equipment is expected to improve data management, reporting and service delivery to vulnerable individuals and families across Dominica. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, Dr. Kira Paul, says the SWIMS platform is helping to modernize the ministry's operations and improve service delivery through digital technology.
Most recently, we have developed what we call the SWIMS, which is the Social Welfare Information Management System, a tool that will help with improvements and enhancements to our service delivery, introducing innovation and digital technology into the management and administration of our programs under the Social Services Department. Obviously, these pieces of equipment will help us in expanding our digital infrastructure. And of course, it's an opportune time to demonstrate the kind of partnership that we've established with the ISSU Computer Center, under the Ministry of Finance, with the ODM. Unfortunately, with the support of WFP as well, we were able to develop the DASHA form, which is a consolidated multi-stakeholder data collection tool. And we were able to pilot the DASHA during the recent trough. And it demonstrates that when we pull resources together for data collection, the targeting of services can improve. And it can be more effective because it actually meets the specific needs of all services.
Minister of State in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services, Dr. Cassandra Williams, thanked the World Food Programme for its continued partnership with Dominica.
Thank you so much on behalf of the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Social Services for your partnership, first of all, WFP. You've been a partner, to the government of Dominica. You helped us in so many ways, and you have stuck with us. And we're very grateful for that. We look forward to this, as I know it will definitely enhance the efficiency of delivery, within the social services department. So thank you again.
Program Assistant at the United Nations World Food Programme Caribbean Multi-Country Office, Aisha Richards, says the initiative forms part of efforts to strengthen social protection systems and improve resilience during times of crisis. Government continues to build resilience in the fisheries sector with the handing over of 10 fishing boats to the fisherfolk in the St. Joseph constituency. The initiative aims to strengthen resilience and improve the livelihoods of fisherfolk.
Layu is known historically as the fishing community of the St. Joseph constituency. It is something that people are absolutely proud of. I want to use this opportunity to extend my deepest regards and congratulatory remarks to every beneficiary today. I think the Ministry of Agriculture is doing a stupendous job as it relates to improving the lives and livelihoods and improving the fisheries sector. So I must extend my gratitude and my respect to both Honorable Roy and Honorable Defoe for the marvelous job that they are doing. I want to also single out and extend my deepest regard to Mr. Whitley Carrett, a son of the soil, originally from Layu. I want to encourage him to continue doing what he's doing. He continues to impact the lives of many, more than just in the Layu community, but the wider Dominican public through the great work that he has done and that he continues to do where the fisheries sector is concerned.
This handing over of fishing boats represents a significant investment by the government in the fisheries sector.
The program, the entire program where it comes to the building of boats, also had a component where it includes handing over of engines. And this program also include or build capacity with our boat builders, our local boat builders, and they have built capacity in improving the structure and the types of boats that we had previously. So these boats are more resilient boats, and they are more value. There's an additional value to the boats because of the type and make of the boats that are there. And this also shows the importance of safety at sea. We place priority on the lives of our fishermen out there, and we want to ensure that the vessels, that they also use the vessels for the said purpose, that and you to take care of the vessels that you are being handed over today. And I just want to encourage you too that the Fisheries Division will continue working with you. We will continue providing trainings in the near future for safety at sea and for the general fishing sector.
Following Hurricane Maria in 2017, government decided to invest in the restoration of the agriculture and fisheries sectors.
Hence, it contracted a first loan of approximately $66 million from the World Bank, of which $5.4 million went directly into the fisheries sector, where we had the restoration of livelihoods, which took into consideration two main components, boats and engines. Very early on, we distributed about $1.8 million worth of engines, outboard engines, about 108 to be exact, and the second component of that was the construction of fishing boats. So there were 54 fishing boats approved under this program. As of today, these 10 boats we are giving out today to the deserving recipients will mark at least 44 out of these 54 boats. And in the coming week, we will distribute the additional 10, which will make up the full complement of the boats which were approved for deserving beneficiaries. And I must say, these beneficiaries are not random individuals that were chosen. These individuals or people who would have lost their investment post-Hurricane Maria, and the government gave a commitment to assist them. And this commitment is a commitment that this Labour Party government always keeps.
The growing awareness of the sargassum issue and its environmental, economic and public health impact across the Caribbean continues across the territories. This has given rise to a 3-day meeting in Dominica from May 26 to 28 to address collective solutions to this marine environmental issue. Sargassum Value Chain Manager says the idea for a French-funded project is geared at limiting the impact of sargassum.
It's a regional cooperation project because we are working primarily with 4 OECS member states, St. Lucia, the Commonwealth of Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Grenada, right? And the idea is really to limit the impacts of negative impacts, obviously, of sargassum strandings in those 4 member states. And of course, knowing that the OECS is a regional organization with not just 4 member states, we're looking to see how we can help, improve management of sargassum.
She says livelihoods in the region are impacted by the effects of the seaweed.
Tourism, obviously, is very severely impacted. Fishermen have major issues when it comes to going out to actually do their job because sargassum have just invaded the port or wherever their boats are. And then we cannot forget about the health impacts that sargassum are having. I mean, in Guadeloupe, where I'm from, and in Martinique, where I reside, for example, we've had we've had a number of schools having to close for weeks on end because children, get sick and they suffer from, the emanations from the sargassum. So I mean, and I'm sure, the impacts are the same in other countries as well.
She noted that many proposals for the management of sargassum have been received for funding.
There have been a number of initiatives, a number of pilot projects being developed, and as part of the SARC project, we recently launched a call for proposals to look at options for valorization of sargassum. So we the deadline for submitting the proposals just passed. It was in May, the 19th of May. So we're now in the process of kind of analyzing and looking at these proposals, see what's feasible. Obviously, sustainability is an issue. We know valorization of sargassum is sometimes very, it's inspiring, and you feel optimistic because there are a number of things that apparently you can do. But we all know that the issue is also that you cannot just take it and use it as it is because of all the heavy metals and so on that it contains. And there's also the availability of the resources. Sometimes it's a lot, too much for us to handle. And, so there's this uncertainty.
You are watching National Focus. More when we return. Welcome back. The Ministry of Tourism and the Discover Dominica Authority have officially launched a Tourism Awareness Month 2026 with a focus on wellness tourism and the rehabilitation of key tourism sites across the island. The launch comes as Dominica records continued growth in visitor arrivals. According to tourism data, total visitor arrivals increased by 15% in 2025, while stopover arrivals for the first quarter of 2026 rose by an estimated 10% compared to the same period last year. Cruise tourism also recorded a 21% increase. Tourism officials say Dominica's growing international visibility through major travel publications and digital promotions has helped strengthen the island's profile as a nature and wellness destination. As part of efforts to improve the visitor experience, rehabilitation works are currently underway at Champagne Beach and the Kalinago Barana Ote. Upgrades are also planned for Titu Gorge, Trafalgar Falls, Mount Bruce and Meru Beach, while funding has been secured for improvements at Cabritz National Park and the Indian River. Minister for Tourism Honorable Denise Charles Pemberton says tourism continues to create opportunities for taxi operators, tour guides, farmers, vendors and young entrepreneurs. Activities for Tourism Awareness Month will include wellness events, school outreach programs, community projects and the annual Tourism Awards. The Division of Culture has hosted its annual Team Culture Community Outreach Drive as part of the Domfesta 2026 calendar of activities. The initiative took place on Wednesday as the division visited the Dominica Infirmary, Farks, Mahu Senior Citizens Home, New Age Residential Care Home and Healing Hands Residential Home. During the visits, the division recognized and awarded the country's elders who played a significant role in promoting and preserving Dominica's cultural heritage.
This is our first stop at the Team Culture Community Outreach, what has become an annual event where we give back to some of the contributors to Dominica's culture in whatever way, shape or form. May not be a household name, but has contributed to Dominica's culture nonetheless. And today our first awardee, our first recipient is Mr. Julian, and we want to recognize you for your contribution to Dominica's culture as it refers to craft production using your hands and doing the work that you do. And you will tell us a bit about your work in a while. But we want to just acknowledge the work that you've done and let you know that it has not gone unnoticed and your work will not be forgotten.
The awardees were Gregnon Julian, Annette Nicholas, Norman N.C. Cyril, Dorothy Didier Charles, Lennox Chapeau Alexander, Oliver Joseph and Makel Lequent, who contributed in the fields of craftsmanship, music, Bel Air, pageantry, calypso, photography and steel pan. And now your weather update. A high-pressure system is expected to result in a relatively dry atmosphere over the next 24 hours, with occasionally breezy conditions. Occasionally cloudy skies with passing afternoon showers can be expected during the period. As Saharan dust lingers across the area, individuals with respiratory sensitivities should be on alert and take precautions to avoid complications. Sea conditions are forecast to be slight to moderate over the next 24 hours, with wave heights near 3 feet along the western coast and 5 feet along the eastern coast. Small craft operators are advised to remain cautious, particularly due to expected reduction in visibility. Meanwhile, a tropical wave continues to move westward and is expected to pass well south of the island chain by late today. Another tropical wave located in the central Atlantic is expected to approach the area during the weekend. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS Dominica on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. You can also drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I am Julian Morris. Thanks for watching.